All right, so today we're doing a deep dive into the Mong Up nail system.
Yeah, this one's been popping up all over my feed, too.
It seems like every nail tech is talking about it, so we figured let's
It's time to get to the bottom of it.
yeah, exactly. What is all the hype about? Is it really a game changer, or is it just, another product line?
Well, gel nails are definitely having a moment right now.
Yeah, they are.
And Mong Up seems to be like right in the sweet spot of that trend,
For sure.
People want durability, they want efficiency,
Right.
and I think even more importantly, they want comfort. Those are things...
Oh, yeah, that client comfort.
Exactly.
That's huge.
Huge.
One of the things that really caught my eye was how versatile this system seems to be.
Oh, absolutely.
Like I was watching some YouTube tutorials,
Yeah.
and they're using it for everything.
Uh-huh.
Soft gel, tip extensions, backfills, gel overlays, you name it.
Multitasking, that's the word they use.
Yes, multitasking, which is like music to my ears. Because as a nail tech, like who has time for a million different products and systems?
I know, you know.
No. Like I need something that can do it all.
Streamline, streamline, streamline.
Exactly. And on that note, speaking of saving time, I noticed that Mong Up talks a lot about minimal heat spike during curing.
Oh, that's a big one.
Can you explain like what that means and why it matters?
So you know how with some gel formulas you get that burning sensation when it cures?
Yeah, some of them are bad,
It's the worst.
especially if your client has like sensitive nails.
Ugh, don't even get me started.
It can be a nightmare.
Right, so Mong Up has like specifically formulated their gels to minimize that heat.
Oh, interesting.
So it's a much more comfortable experience for the client.
That's a huge selling point.
Totally. It's those little details that can make or break you in this industry.
Right, because happy clients equal repeat business.
Absolutely.
And speaking of happy clients, I was checking out the reviews on the Mong Up website,
Oh, yeah.
and people are raving about this system.
I'm seeing so many good things.
They love how easy it is to use,
Uh-huh.
how long the manicures last.
The durability is key.
Seriously, like, are we seeing a pattern here? Speed and durability, Mong Up.
It's like their motto.
Yeah, like that's their thing.
And you know what that means for nail techs?
More clients?
More clients, faster appointments.
More money.
More shoes.
Okay, so it's not just about pretty nails. This is like a business strategy.
It's the whole package.
Okay, I'm sold.
I know, right?
But wait, there's more?
Oh, there's always more.
They have all these cool tools, too, like a portable e-file
Oh, yeah, that's handy.
and a flash cure light.
Like, what even is that?
I know, right?
Well,
I need to know more.
tell me everything.
Okay, let's break it down.
All right, let's do it. Okay, so the portable e-file.
Yeah.
It's super convenient, obviously.
Right, like for house calls or if you're like working on set or something.
Exactly, but it's also more than that.
Okay, how so?
It gives you so much more control over shaping and refining the nails.
I could
Yeah.
see that.
Like with a traditional e-file, you're kind of stuck at your station.
Yeah, tethered to the desk.
Exactly. But with this one, you can move around. You can get those like really precise angles.
That's pretty cool.
It's a game changer for intricate work.
Okay, so then what about the flash cure light?
All right, so this is where it gets really interesting.
I'm intrigued.
So you know how with a regular UV or LED lamp,
Yeah.
you gotta like cure each layer for a certain amount of time.
Right, usually like 30 seconds or a minute, depending on the lamp and the gel.
Exactly. But with the flash cure light,
Uh-huh.
it's like boom, a quick burst of intense light.
Okay.
And it basically sets the gel enough for you to move on to the next step.
So it's not fully cured?
Not completely, but it's like enough to hold its shape.
So you can like build up layers faster.
Exactly. And it's a huge time saver.
Especially for like intricate designs or if you
Mhm.
have a client who's in a hurry.
Right. Or if you just want to like speed up your workflow in general.
Okay, I am definitely seeing the appeal of this system.
It's pretty slick, right?
Like they really thought of everything.
They did. They really did.
Okay, so we've talked a lot about the like efficiency and convenience factor,
Mm-hmm.
but let's get down to brass tacks here.
Okay. Ugh, I love where this is going.
How's the quality?
Yeah. The durability.
Because at the end of the day, that's what really matters.
100%.
Like if the gels aren't good, then all the fancy tools and stuff don't mean anything.
Right. It's got to perform.
Exactly. So spill the tea.
All right. So from the reviews I've been seeing,
Mm-hmm.
Mong Up seems to be killing it in the quality department.
Okay, good to know.
Like people are saying the manicures last forever.
Really? Like no chipping, no lifting?
Barely any, even with like all the nail art and embellishments,
That's impressive.
it really is. It speaks to the strength and adhesion of the gels.
I mean, that's what we want, right?
Exactly. Long-lasting manicures mean happy clients,
And fewer fill appointments.
which means more time for other clients.
Which means more money
Check.
chink.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a win-win.
Totally. But, we keep talking about Mong Up being a system.
Yeah.
Is it safe to say it's like more than just a product line?
Oh, for sure.
Like, what else is going on there?
So they have the products, obviously, the gels, the tips, all that jazz.
Right.
But they also have the tools, like we've been talking about.
Uh-huh.
And they even have a whole, like, educational component.
Oh, really?
Yeah, with tutorials and how-to videos on their website.
That's smart.
Right.
Like, they're not just selling you the stuff. They're actually teaching you how to use it.
Exactly. It's like they're invested in your success as a nail tech.
Which honestly makes me more likely to buy from them.
I know, right? It builds trust.
For sure.
And it's like a smart business strategy, too.
How so?
Because when you empower your customers, they become like brand ambassadors.
They're more likely to stick with you?
Exactly. It's all about creating that loyalty.
Okay, so that's super interesting.
It is, right?
But let's be real for a sec.
Okay.
How steep is the learning curve with this system?
That's a good question.
Like, is it only for, like, seasoned techs?
Yeah.
Or can someone who's, like, newer to gels pick it up?
Well, from what I've seen, Mong seems to be designed with, like, user-friendliness in mind.
Okay, that's good.
Like those pre-roughened tips we were talking about.
Yeah.
Those are a huge help for beginners.
Because you don't have to worry about, like, etching the nail perfectly.
Exactly. It takes out a lot of the guesswork.
And I'm assuming all the tutorials and stuff are helpful, too.
Oh, absolutely. They have videos for everything.
So even if you're a visual learner,
You're covered.
you can still master the system.
Totally.
Okay, so it sounds like Mong is pretty accessible then.
I would say so.
Like, regardless of your skill level, you can still get great results.
That's the goal.
Okay, so last question.
Hit me.
This is probably on everyone's mind.
I'm ready.
Price point.
Ooh, the big one.
Like, where does Mong fall on the spectrum?
Right. Is it like drugstore cheap?
Yeah.
Or like luxury spa level? Well, we don't have like specific pricing info from the sources we looked at.
Okay.
But we can make some educated guesses.
All right, let's speculate.
So based on like the emphasis on high quality ingredients and the durability and all the innovative features.
Right.
I'm going to say it's probably not the cheapest option out there.
Okay, so not drugstore.
Probably not, but also probably not like outrageously expensive.
Okay, somewhere in between.
Yeah, I'd say like a mid-range to maybe slightly higher price point.
Okay, so maybe an investment up front.
Potentially.
But considering all the potential benefits.
Right. The faster appointments.
Yeah.
The longer lasting manicures.
The happier clients.
Exactly.
It could very well pay for itself in the long run.
That's the idea.
Okay, so it's about looking at the big picture.
Always.
And weighing the initial investment against the potential return.
That's how you got to think about it.
Right, like what's going to make the most sense for your business in the long term.
Exactly.
Okay, so this has been super insightful. I feel like I have a much better understanding of Mong now.
Me too. Yeah.
But I have a feeling a lot of nail techs are going to love this.
I think so too.
It just seems like they're really onto something with this whole system approach.
Yeah, it's like they're thinking about the bigger picture, you know?
Right, it's not just about the product, it's about like the whole experience.
Exactly, and I think that's what sets them apart.
For sure, and it goes back to what we were talking about earlier about businesses focusing on both the provider and the customer.
Yeah, that dual focus.
Like, do you think that's something we'll see more of in the beauty industry?
You know what I think it might be?
Real?
Because it just makes sense.
It does.
When you create a system that makes things easier and more efficient for the provider, it ultimately benefits the customer too.
Right. Like a happy nail tech is going to give a better service.
Exactly, and happy clients are going to come back for more.
It's like a win-win for everyone.
Exactly, and that's what it's all about, right?
It really is.
Creating a positive experience for everyone involved.
So I guess the takeaway here for our listeners is to think about the services you use regularly and ask yourself, could they be improved by adopting this dual focus?
That's a good question to ask.
Like, imagine if every service you used was designed to be as enjoyable and efficient for the person providing it.
As it is for you, the customer.
Right. Like, what would that world look like?
It's a pretty interesting thought.
I think it would be a much better world.
I agree.
All right. Well, on that note,
that's
it for today's deep dive into the Mong nail system.
We covered a lot of ground.
We did. Hope you guys found it helpful.
And insightful.
And who knows, maybe it even sparked some new ideas.
Always a good thing.
Until next time, keep learning, keep questioning, and keep those nails fabulous.
See ya.